everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all really well and welcome to today's video. If you are new here, then welcome, and if you are a returning viewer or subscriber, then welcome back. It's great to see all of you here, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Today's video is just a really relaxed 4-month baby update. I said, like, when I started doing my newborn baby content, that I was going to give you like monthly updates. So I've done a 0 to 3 month update, and then I said after that I would do like monthly updates with you about like what's going on, how he's doing, and what we're going through, things like that. And then I also have done, it's not live on my channel when I'm filming this, but it will be very soon, like 0 to 3 month essentials video, or 0 to 4 months really. And then after that I'm going to do like 3 to 6 months, 6 to 9 months, 9 to 12 month essential videos of like products we found super essential in that time frame. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, then please do consider subscribing. I cover all things pregnancy, motherhood, toddlerhood, hauls, day in the life, like spend the day with us, but basically the same thing. Like spend the week with us. I do gift guides, obviously like coming for Christmas I'll be doing gift guides and things like that. So yeah, hopefully that's like your cup of tea, and if you are interested, like I said, please do consider subscribing. You can do so underneath my video. You just click the subscribe button and then that's literally it. But yeah, today is our 4-month update, and like, can you believe he's nearly 5 months, but obviously I can't really give you a 4-month update right at the beginning. But yeah, I've made a few notes about sort of how he is and what's been going on. There's not too many, so it's not going to be a really super long vlog. Can I just say how much I'm loving sitting in this chair to film? Like, literally it makes me so happy, like, just not to be sitting on the floor. I just love this little corner. You can see his little, like, it's cut off on screen, you can see his little cardigan from Little Moon Stitch on Instagram. It's literally my favourite thing in this room. I'm going to put him in it soon, but when I'm filming this we are currently having a last little heatwave in October, so he'll get a bit warm in that. But yes, let's stop faffing and get into it. So he's definitely much more chatty now. He's like constantly, like, he's obviously not talking like we would talk, but he's so like chatty and babbly. Like, he's constantly like blah, 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 which is just great. Like, and he does it mostly when he looks at Tommy. Like, he'll be looking at Tommy. He's done it today. We were all sat on the sofa, and he was just looking at Tommy, and he was like, and it was just so cute. Like, he literally idolises his big brother. It's so cute to see. Like, their relationship and as they grow up, I think it's gonna be so like nice to watch evolve. So yeah, it's so cute. Hurts my heart. He's definitely trying to roll over. He's not succeeded. He's done it once and we think it was a bit of a fluke. So I'm not counting it as that he's actually properly rolled over. He's trying, he gets like on his side, he just can't take it that last mile. But he does try, and we are encouraging it, and we encourage like tummy time and all things like that. So he is trying to roll over. Sorry, that was my phone. We are currently still in 3 to 6 month clothing, which is great because I've still got so much in that range for him to wear. Whilst I'm up here actually though, I've got some of his washing to put away after I finish filming, and I think I'm going to go through his wardrobe and see if there's anything I don't think he's going to wear, and just pop that up on my Vinted. So it will be linked down below my Vinted page, so do keep an eye out. But yeah, I've got quite a lot in there, so hopefully we can get some things gone and just filter it down, and hopefully get him into some things, because when I was pregnant, I was like, oh yeah, it'll be cold by the time he's in 3 to 6 months clothing, not betting on an October heatwave. But yeah, there's just so much in there. Like, I've got some Lush Zara jumpers, and I've got matching stuff for them to wear, and oh, some of it is a bit wintry. It almost looks a bit Christmassy, and I don't think he's going to be, I think he'll be in 6 to 9 months by the time we get to Christmas. At least I hope so, because I bought him a Christmas outfit the other day, and it's in 6 to 9. It's only a footless baby girl, so I can roll it up, I suppose. But yeah, we are currently still in 3 to 6, which goes up to £18 in weight, I think, yeah. Which will come back round, because I think we're staying in this range because of his feeding issues, which we'll come back to, but not to worry. He currently wakes the last few days once a night. We have been having some issues. We think it's to do with his feeding, because he's not feeding a lot throughout the day. It's a real struggle, but I'll go into that in a second. So he was waking up like 2 or 3 times a night, which was just horrific. It wouldn't have been so bad if he'd have been waking up for food, but he was getting himself in such a state. I do think he was hungry, but he was getting himself in such a state, it's like we couldn't calm him down. It was only for like a couple of nights. Like, it sounds like I'm being like super dramatic, and I'm not, but it was just like when he's gone from like waking up once to like 3 times and just being hysterical, it's like, oh god, what is this? But we have changed a couple of things to make it a little bit better. So we, no matter what time he's been like had his last feed, so if it's like 8 or 9 or whatever, we tend to go to bed about 10, half 10. So what we do is we give him a dream feed then, and whatever he takes, we're not like precious about it, but we give him the feed. That's what we are precious about. So that's been working ever since we've introduced that. Whether it's a coincidence or not, who knows. Since we've introduced that, he only wakes once, and it's usually around 2 or 3 o'clock. But each night it's been different. The first night we done it, he woke up at 1 and slept through till 6:30. The next night he woke up at 2:30, slept through till 7:20, and then last night he woke up at 3:10 and woke up at 10 to 9 this morning. So I mean, that's a good night. But yeah, I just, whether it's a coincidence or not, I do not know, but I'm not going to question it, because I'll take that. I know there's so many more people out there that have it so much worse than us. What we are changing with his feeds as well in the night, because he's so sleepy and he's not really thinking about it, we can get 6 ounces into him, which I think is also really helping, because during the day, I put on my notes we couldn't seem to move past 5, and that's when he was taking 5. At the moment, I'm lucky if on any feed I get more than 3. And he'll go like another 5 hours before even thinking about telling me he might want some more. And yeah, so there's, I don't really know what the issue is. We've tried bigger like teats. We've gone from a size 2 to a size 3. Hasn't changed anything. We wonder if it's the milk, because he has different milk, which we'll roll around to because of his dairy allergy. So we're wondering if it's that. We just don't know. So we're giving it another couple of days, and then maybe at the start of like next week, then we'll be looking into taking him back to the doctors. We do have the dietitian at the end of the month, but I just think that's a bit too long to wait. So yeah, not fun. That bit's not fun. Like, I feel horrible saying this, but like right now I hate feeding him. Like, I hate it. Like, I do not look forward to it at all. Literally, he just like constantly, I'm feeding him and his head's like, and you can just, his body is like not rigid, but you can just feel it, like the fight in his body where he's like, oh, I don't want to do this, which is just horrible because it's meant to be like a really lovely time. But hopefully, you know, maybe by the 5-month update we'll be giving you a better update. But like I said, the main update really is that he now has a dairy allergy, which is so fun. I am being a little bit sarcastic because my husband has a dairy allergy, Tommy has a dairy allergy, so I half expected this to happen. We did have to go into hospital because he'd gone 15 hours without a feed, and that's obviously quite worrying. But I went in and I was like, I know what I'm seeing, like this is what I had with Tommy, and the fact that I had to fight it so much was quite honestly a joke. They wouldn't believe me at first, and I was like, come on, like this is literally, can you just give me some of the milk so I can try and get it in him to see if he'll take it. Then they made me give him like Kendamil again and see, like, to see how much he done. Saw how much he refused it, so they gave me some of the Nutremigen and I gave it to him and he took it straight away. And I cannot tell you how horrific that stuff smells, so I can imagine it doesn't taste very nice. And he took it right away, so even the nurse was like, oh, probably should have listened. But like honestly, the attitude I was met with throughout that journey on that day was horrendous. Like, I took him to A&E at like 5:30 in the morning because he'd been hysterical all night. Or why did you bring him here? You know, this is a GP thing. I said, well, I've been taking him to the GP and explaining my concerns, and I keep getting fobbed off. Like, I'd been 3 times by that point saying I think there's something going on here, and they were like, no, it's just normal, like they'll grow out of it, he'll be fine, keep going with the milk. It just wasn't going anywhere. So yeah, I was met with, why did I bring him in? You know, we can't do anything for you here. This is more of a GP thing. I don't understand why you came. Why did you come at this time? You should have come during the day. I was like, it's now like 6:30 in the morning. It's not like I've come at midnight. Like, it's the day now, hun. Like, calm down. And then they were worried as well because his heart rate was going up so high. When he was getting upset, it was going over like 200. It was at like 208 at one point. Like, it was really, really fast, and it just took me forever to calm him down. So I couldn't feed him to calm him down, and then I had to go to the children's ward, and they wouldn't believe me, which was just so annoying. And then I got put in a room, and they like kept doing his obs all the time, and that it was literally me just like, can someone just give me the milk? Like, this is ridiculous. I just want to try it. And they were like, no, we don't think it's that. Well, what else could it be? Like, he's not. By this point, all his obs were fine. He didn't have a temperature. He didn't have anything. Like, there was nothing medically wrong with him. And I had to like fight my corner a bit, but I got there in the end, and they all agreed that he had a dairy allergy. Shock. So they gave me a prescription to go and get it from the pharmacy, and the pharmacy were like, they should know we don't have this. I was like, oh, for God's sake. So that just tipped me over the edge. And then I went back and said, well, they don't have this. So they gave me a tin out of their stock, and luckily, between all of this happening, Adam had made a doctor's appointment for the day after, so it was fine because I could go to the doctors, explain with the discharge summary that I'd been to the hospital, I need more prescription milk, can we start the process? And yeah, that was all fine, so that happened. But again, one of the other things, I know the hospital is not a hotel. Like, I'm not sitting here being a princess or anything, but like, I was literally left on my own most of the time when other people could have their husbands, and I was told that I wasn't allowed my husband, which, I mean, I won't even go into because it gets me so angry. I was sat on my own, not one person offered me a drink. Like, not one. Like, how ridiculous. No drink, no, like, not even a sandwich, not even like a snack bar, nothing. And I get it, they're busy, but like at one point, like, I needed a wee and I asked someone to watch him and they were like, no. Like, and I had to go. Like, so I left him on the bed in the cot. Like, he was safe, obviously, and he was hooked up to all his obs and everything. And it was a student nurse that, it was about an hour before I left, and she was like, go for, like, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm so desperate for a wee, do you mind? And she stayed in there with him. She was like, have you had a drink or anything? And I was like, no, no one's brought me anything. And she was horrified. She was like, you know, I know we're all busy, but we should really be treating patients and their families like so much better. And don't get me wrong, I know, like, they're stretched and they're worked off their arse, and it's got to be a horrible job, but you like, some compassion wouldn't go amiss. I also think it's topped up with the fact I have my issues with the hospital anyway. Obviously, I'm in the midst of complaining and feeding back about my birth, so I think those two layered together probably didn't go very well. But yeah, let's just say if I have any more problems, I'm not going to Bedford Hospital. Me, all the kids, we will be going to a different hospital. I will be taking them to a hospital if they're poorly or have broken a bone or something. Don't think I'm that kind of mother. I'm just not taking them to Bedford because I don't trust them, essentially. So yeah, that's my feedback about dairy allergy. But yeah, that's it really. That's his 4-month update. He's just a really happy, fun little boy at the moment. Like, I can't believe he's already like 4.5 months. But he's just so happy. Like, he's honestly just the best little boy. Like, I know I'm going to say that because he's my child, but yeah, he's just the best. And his brother's the best too. But yeah, that's all I've got really on his 4-month update. So if you did enjoy this, please do consider subscribing to my channel, and obviously please do keep a lookout on my channel for, you know, 5, 6, 7-month updates and the essentials videos. I will probably start creating a playlist now. I've got more than one update, so I'll probably put a playlist on my channel of like baby updates and essential videos, so it just filters it down a bit easier for you guys. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you like my channel and the content I'm bringing you, and yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.